So hey everyone, this is Evil Guacamole Gaming, for a very special episode. So this is Asagao Academy, and this is the first time I've been playing it for about 3 months now. The obvious reason being because it'll be over 2 months by the time this airs. Maggie was killed in a drunk driving accident. And so it took a long time, unlike the other series and projects and stuff, to figure out what to do here. Hi, Franklin. This is your thing. This is when it's like, hey, I hear you're doing something important. I don't care. I'm gonna jump in your lap. So yeah, how about that cold opening?
We got a little bit of adorableness in there.
Yeah. Both feline and child form. So yes, as I was attempting to say, and I don't know how much I left in there, Asagao Academy was the project that I had the most doubts on continuing. I wasn't certain how much I wanted to continue this one after Maggie was killed. In the end, a large part of what swayed me was reading a comic, which I will put up here if I get permission from the person who made the comic. But basically, the essence of which is that when people are gone or taken from us suddenly, it's good to see the things that they didn't finish and finish them. And this may not be the most important thing that Maggie ever did, but it is something that she liked and she really enjoyed doing this Let's Play with me. And it's the first thing that was really a project for us. And in that regard, it was the project that kind of led me to thinking, at least I think this is the order of events, that I could make a project happen with Maggie and Coco. Started a triumphant, because we'd already recorded. I had recorded with both of you for my channel already. I mean, we did Cards Against Humanity before we recorded that, but this is kind of like that. And also, I was starting Cupid with you, Coco, and I was like, yeah. All right, I really adore these games, these Nami games, so let's get into it. So yes, as you may have been able to identify at this point, if you've watched basically anything on this channel, I am joined by the irreplaceable Coco.
Hello everyone, hello.
And I felt like she definitely was the most appropriate person to have us join in to continue our adventure at Asagao Academy. For the most part, we're gonna probably do 1-for-1 voice which means that Coco is going to be taking over the narration role, as well, of course, as Hannah. We might switch up a couple of the boys, since Maggie did a couple of the boys, but Coco may want to switch up who her preferred boys of choice.
Yeah, like I was trying to rewatch for that exact reason, to see who all the voices that Maggie took over were. I don't have my list with me. I was writing that somewhere. But, I mean, I think I'm fine with sticking to the roles that she had.
Okay.
You know, just to keep things simple.
If I recall correctly, it was the Gerard, the finalistness, and Cadicarus, and Walid.
Okay. No, she did Mimi as well, if she ever pops up again.
That's right. I forgot she had a second female voice. So, yeah. I think that puts us right where we need to be.
I'd just like to say one thing before we start. When this visual novel was first in the works and it was first announced, and I heard that it was about, dating Let's Players, I immediately thought, I'm never ever going to touch that game.
Really?
But after watching it, like seeing what you guys been doing and seeing the like really jokey and playful, not serious at all nature that it is, I'm like, oh, that makes a lot more sense. That makes it a lot more okay. But my gut reaction when I first heard it was just to be kind of skeeved out.
But
that's because I think I didn't really think it through. I probably should have realized that it wasn't going to be serious, but yeah. At first I was just like, oh, that's weird.
And
no,
you should have.
Those are real people.
Yeah. And they did work really hard with all the people who. Yeah. Also, interesting note. Let's go ahead and load up that dater.
Okie dokie, load.
Right there at John speaking. We were already trashing on John, but in the meantime, since we recorded the last episode, John has become the epitome of dumpster fire. It is interesting to note that this LP, more or less at the beginning, started with us being like, maybe we were wrong. We haven't checked up on it recently. Maybe he's changed or grown or something. Nope. None of that. We were too easy on him. I have no idea how I'm going to treat John now. But I guess no reason not to pull out ye old good New Yorkie accent.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine he probably won't pop up much in this route.
Well, he's his roommate.
Oh, right. I forgot that.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah. Also, classically trained method of getting to the Jontron voice. Thank you again, Maggie. Forget about it. There we go. It's a little bit more John range.
Brings a tear to my eye.
I need to try and separate John from Salt. No, from Pepper. Sorry. It's like, I'm remembering that the way you say Peppa, which means that your character is Salt.
Peppa.
That's another thing editing right now. It's so good. I was so excited to see them again. Anyway. Yeah. Good Gygax.
John appeared over the side of his bed, headphones around his ears.
Oh, has he been here all this time? That's awkward.
Whoa. Wow. Well, we start off with an interesting twist of what's going on.
He threw a pillow at PBG. It whizzed across the room and smacked him right in the face.
Dodge!
He collapsed onto the floor, dead, gone, deceased. I
Dead!
squeaked and rushed to his side.
Ah! Get a room! And a condom! Minium.
Yep, well, there's the end of that scene.
Alright, bye!
4 hours later, after we've got our own room, I finally got back to my dorm. It was really fun. I wouldn't mind doing it again. I didn't realize it, but I missed PBG, even though I didn't remember him at all. In the most random of ways, he ended up back in my life. It must be fate.
I'm just thinking, wait, of course she didn't realize how much she missed PBG. She didn't remember the PBG existing to recognize, like, I don't know.
Amnesia.
This feels obvious. And to quote Maggie, what is this game?
We were meant to be friends forever. Amigos. Gal pals. And I wasn't about to let go of him this time. Humming softly, I opened the door.
Hey,
I'm back.
hey, what's up?
Hey, welcome back to Earth. How was your trip? You were gone for days. Like, did you do it? With the winky winky? As
No.
as
No.
ye old moon would say, did you wink wonk?
Nice, man.
Mai sat at her desk, a piece of paper in front of her. Don't be so dramatic. What are you doing?
Take a look at this!
It's not one of your fanfics again, is it?
No, it's one of
Hand the paper
mine!
to me. Oh no. My bunny's talking again. I thought I had gotten past this. She handed the paper to me. I tilted it towards the light and began to read.
Don't worry, I'm actually real, not like the voice of your mother. Now, every Let's Play
Hannah?
we've done is mixing together in one scene.
Hannah, block it out. Block it out. Remember what Father said?
You're a disappointment.
Oh, you're awful.
No.
No, her dad's a wonderful person.
Yeah,
Shush.
her dad is lovely.
Red flower. A flower. It needs some sunlight indeed. Before it grows up, it starts as a seed. Its potential is great, but first there is fear. A shadow that's wandering near. Will it blossom, I wonder? My heart is so pure. This relationship flower is a metaphor. 'Cause if it shall grow from finding the rain, her red petals emerge, sweeping over my heart's terrain.
Too many syllables in that last line.
Another one? My side.
Just as vague as the first. At this rate, we'll never figure out who wrote them. Who they're talking about. Also, you think it was really a metaphor or maybe literal?
I'm going with literal. Are we sure this isn't a joke? I mean, this is so bad.
This is that conundrum, the whole, like, sometimes it's impossible to tell the difference between parody and sincerity fanaticism.
Yeah, I think you're right on the dot with that one. Mai jumped out of her bed and came to look over my shoulder.
Well, is bad enough to be a joke, this would be a lot of effort just to make fun of us. This is the phenomenon that leads people to believe the onion is real.
Wait, what?
There are people that believe, like every Onion article, there are people that believe that. Oh, did you think I was saying like this is why people believe onions are real? Yeah, no, onions are fake, just like God.
Wait, what? Onions are fake? Oh God, what have I been adding into my? Oh jeez.
You've been adding lies.
But what about the blooming onion?
There isn't even in Australia. What are you talking about?
Oh jeez, shit.
It's not like they
might
can
need a break.
It's not like they can see our reactions either. So that's really in it. What's really in it for them?
Maybe they want us to get invested. Or invite us to confess?
Meg laughs like Gaston.
I laughed. Like Gaston.
You think they wanted to make us fall in love with them?
I shrugged.
If they did, they should have written something better than this baloney. This is disappointment.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Mai went back to her desk and pulled out a book. Senpai Noticeability 101. How to catch and keep an older man. But I'm right here.
I don't need to catch you. You're right here. There's nothing we can do about it in short of interrogating everyone we know, so you might as well let it alone. But also, maybe we should interrogate everyone we know.
Yeah, I mean, not to that part. I mean, to the leaving it alone part. I didn't want to sit and wait for something to be done about this. The first one was so bad, it was hilarious. Neither of us really took it seriously. But now that there was another, it raised too many questions. How much longer would this continue? What was it building to? Who sent it, and were their feelings genuine? I wanted to know. I'd never been good at waiting for answers. I was the kind of person who asked what was happening in a movie when it hadn't told us what was going on. I wanted answers.
Hey!
Maybe I can ask the other girls in the dorm? Someone might have seen who did it. I'm proud of you, Hannah. You're taking initiative.
Yeah. Ha!
She didn't even look up from her book.
If anyone saw it, they'd have read it too. They'd have taken it, or would already be asking about it. I mean, that's an assumption. The girls here are way too nosy. We live too close together for them to just let it be.
Couldn't hurt.
Unless, of course, this is the beginning of rumors that's going to be started against us once they hear about this horribly embarrassing situation of having weird creepos write bad poetry for us.
I blew her hair impatiently.
If you want to waste your time, go ahead. I'll just be
Kind
here.
of surprised. I would have thought that Mai would have been all gung-ho about trying to figure out who it is.
I think Mai is seriously having the impression that, like, it's not a plausible thing to find out. Probably largely because if anyone knew any information, they'd already be talking about it, type of thing, you know?
Yeah.
I think
I don't know, like, I still think she would have, like, put more effort. She's just like, whatever, I don't care.
I don't know if
Usually
she's
so
too
gossipy.
bothered by it either.
I guess
It's like a curiosity.
I sighed. She was right. I had other things I needed to do. My eyes slid over to my cell phone, which I left charging on my desk. There were only 4 weeks left until the tournament. I folded the note into a neat square and shoved it in the back of my drawer, out of sight.
Oh, so how was hanging with PBG?
It was fun. Don't you
Did you fuck?
me? Mai glanced at me over the top of her book. What?
Nothing. Tell me, did PBG mirror your movements in any way?
Mirror?
I am as confused as Hannah. What?
My gaze drifted from her face to the book in her hand.
Oh.
You've got to be kidding me. PBG and I are not like that.
Well... Did he?
He was sitting next to me the whole time and... Well, he did get really close to me after a while. He was so warm, and it was nice to lean against him. But that was just because he made me feel safe. Nothing more. No hetero.
No hetero. That's the title of this episode.
I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention. Mai was watching me closely, and now she lifted her chin into the air as she turned away.
Okay. Whatever you say. I believe you. You two are friends and nothing more. Friends who do the dongle do.
Somewhere PBG just feels a sudden sharp pain in his chest and he clutches it.
Yeah, well... Good.
I like how she's squinting slightly.
Yeah.
We really are, though. He's like a brother to me. He's safety, not love.
I mean, love can be safe.
Mai grunted.
I mean... Hannah, you have the relationship you want, but, you know... I don't feel like those are, like...
Mutually exclusive.
Yeah, they're not different directions. In fact, actually...
Honestly, they should go together.
Yeah. Safety was when Hannah was like, I need to get good with these popular boys so that nobody makes fun of me. That's safety. This is at the very least affection.
Yes,
you know.
Definitely.
Ugh. Sucks to be him.
Pardon?
Nothing. You're friends then.
Lucky for you.
Yeah. Did she think he had a crush on me? I mean, no. It's not like he's constantly blushing and always trying to get my attention and invite me to do things and acting like a flustered little schoolboy. I picked up my phone and loaded the puzzle game, trying to ignore the strange sinking feeling in my chest. I didn't have time for this. There was a tournament to win. Time to get to work.
Oh, chapter. That was a short chapter.
Yeah. It's...
He
Well...
was so sad.
Go,
Yeah.
PG!
Wonder what all this is about.
What was that?
I wonder what all this is about. Actually, this might be a good time to end this episode. But it... man, it's crazy. It took 25 episodes, I think, to get to chapter 2. And then 3 to get into chapter 3.
Whoa.
But... I mean, that does happen sometimes with, like... It's like... They didn't want to break up the chapter that determines your fate.
Yeah.
But, alright, let me... Yeah, so this has been Evil Guacamole Gaming. I am the Devil's Advocado, and I have been joined by...
Coco from Pixel Coco.
And, we'll see you later. Farewell!
Farewell.
That was totally not the May voice.